That's true. Our salvation isn't coming on Air Force One.
Right.
And the Bible says you're the salt of the earth. In a sense, we're the gatekeepers of our community. And if you look at that, I love in 2 Samuel, I think it's 23, David's mighty men. And I think third in the list or fourth is a guy named Shammah. And he was told to protect a lentil field from the Philistines. And he stood alone in a lentil field. Now, lentils are the poor man's food. Basically, this field was worthless, but God told him to hold it. And he stood there. I think he vanquished 800 Philistines single-handedly. And he's in the list of David's mighty men, basically Medal of Honor winners. And as I read that, the Lord showed me he was protecting, basically, if you see a jar of lentils, they look like a jar of beans. And the Lord said he was protecting his bean patch. And that resonated with me in my heart. That Thousand Oaks is my bean patch. This is my community. These are the people God has entrusted to my care. And I'm gonna look out for my neighbors. I'm gonna do good to those who spitefully use me. I'm gonna love them. They're not the enemy, they're the opportunity. And I want to have an impact in my community. And the laws that affect my neighbors, I want their children to be protected. I want them to have the freedom of speech. I don't want oppressive government. The taxation in California is horrific. And they want to centralize everything. They want to take away the open space. They don't want the sovereignty of the citizen. It's a crazy state in that regard. But I wanted to contend for that. And the bean patch politics is this idea that, we call Sacramento and Washington D.C. a swamp. It's figurative, and it's also accurate because they're both swamps. And what is a swamp? It's the lowest point for water to reach. So if you want to change the condition of the swamp, which is the end point of the flow of water, you go up to the source, and the source is local. The source is local, and that's if we light 1,000 fires, if every pastor of a church in their community decided to be the gatekeeper and educate their congregants on biblical citizenship, you would have a fabric enmeshed in this nation that would protect generations to come. But the problem is most pastors can't recite the 10 Commandments that I just did. The problem is most congregants can't recite the 10 Commandments. The great problem is many of us don't even know what a republic is. We don't even know what the Constitution does. And we have a responsibility. The Apostle Paul understood his Roman citizenship. He was invoking his Roman citizenship. He was so well versed in it. So
100%.